What is going on? My name is Mike. This is all about pressure washing, and in today's video I'm going to tell you why I think you should only ever run one man on one truck. So clearly I've been around for a long time, and I'd like to think that I know a thing or two about how this business works. I've owned and run the pressure washing business for over 20 years, and we have only ever had one person on a truck. And I'm going to steal Aaron Parker's tagline from the Lean and Mean Academy: one truck, big profits. And I'm going to add a little bit more to it: one truck, one man, big profits. But before we get too deep into this, and I piss people off because maybe they have a helper, maybe they have two guys on the crew, but I did want to mention that How to Wash, the #1 selling training course in the pressure washing industry for the second year in a row, has had multiple updates over the last few months, adding in even more value to this award-winning training program. We've added an entire specialty chemical application module, as well as 4 other modules on various things that you're going to encounter on a residential property. The beauty of this course is you have access to me to answer all of your questions within the course. You ask, I answer, and you have visibility to thousands of other questions answered already by folks that have taken the course. Now, we cover everything from the chemicals and how to mix them, the equipment used, how to use it, how to clean every surface, the safety procedures, property protection, and a ton of pro tips that are going to help you cut the learning curve, hit the ground running from day one. So I encourage you to click that link and check it out. So the reason I'm making this video today is I was just driving through my neighborhood, and there is a company that I see on occasion, and there are 3 people on one truck. They have one pressure washer on that trailer, yet there are 3 people on that truck. There is absolutely no reason to have one person surface cleaning a driveway and the other 2 people standing around watching that person surface clean the driveway. It reminded me of every roadside municipal or city crew that I've ever seen: 10 guys standing around in their yellow safety vests, hard hats on, smoking cigarettes, and watching one guy do all the work. And I don't fault them. It's not their fault. This is the culture that they're a part of, but not a culture that I approve of or I will ever have as part of my business. And it really just pisses me off because I see my hard-earned tax dollars paying 9 guys to stand around, and God knows I pay enough tax to probably cover all of their salaries, but that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, highly profitable businesses are run intelligently. They are run efficiently, and they are run with purpose. And having extra bodies that are not contributing to the job at hand in a meaningful way are just eating away at your profitability. And yeah, I know there's going to be some people out there that say, well, I do a lot of roofs. I need a ground man. I need somebody on the ground managing the hoses, watering the plants, because we don't want to kill anything. And yes, if you're a roof company, if that's what you do 90% of the time, I can definitely see that you might want to have a helper. But I've also set up each of our trucks with the proper equipment to have a man on the ground without having a man on the ground. And it's not expensive, just a bunch of hoses, a bunch of sprinklers, a couple diverters, and we haven't killed any plants yet, but we still maintain the high profits that go hand in hand with roof cleaning because we're not having to pay somebody to stand around and water. But back to the main focus, which is a pressure washing company, a soft washing company, whatever you want to call it, a business where your primary services are house washes, concrete cleaning, things of that nature. These are the things that do not require a second man, and I have heard many people many times over the years say that we can get so much done so much quicker when we have 2 guys out washing. One guy is spraying the chemical, the next guy is washing it down behind him. And while I can see where people might think that this is more efficient, at the end of the day, hose management is something to consider. It's like the Ghostbusters. You never want to cross the streams, right? And the same goes for crossing your hoses, getting tangled up. It's just a time suck. You also have to allow your chemical proper dwell time. And if you've got somebody washing right behind you because you're trying to be more efficient and faster, it's not really going to be that much more advantageous if you aren't giving the chems time to do their job. So what is the upside of getting things done a little bit quicker versus the downside of an additional human that needs to be paid? In my opinion, it's probably a wash. Or if you're really good at what you do, you can get as much done with one person as you can with 2 people every day of the week and make way more money. I've had lots of employees over the years, and we've always run this way. And I have also always asked them if they thought it would be advantageous, would it be beneficial if they had somebody helping them. And of course, I wasn't going to reduce their pay. It wasn't going to have an impact on their livelihood. But my thought was, if we could get more efficient, if we could get more done, I would be more than willing to hire somebody to put on the truck with them and see an increase in profitability. Only on 2 occasions have people said, yes, I want to try it. And on both occasions, I threw the resources at it. We hired the people, we trained the people, we put them out there in the field. And each time, it was less than a week that the lead tech came back and said that they wanted to work alone. Now, I think a lot about efficiency. I think a lot about streamlining. I think a lot about profitability all of the time. And I think that's probably why my businesses have all been successful. And I think about what I'd be willing to pay somebody to be a helper and what is that job really worth. How much could I pay somebody to drag around a hose? How much can I pay somebody to sit there and watch somebody else clean? How much can I pay somebody to water some plants that a sprinkler could do for free? And then the most important thing is, does that pay entice a quality person to want to work for me? Does that pay incentivize somebody to show up to work every day, on time, ready to go, ready to be a contributing member of the team? And I can honestly say from experience, from having multiple businesses, specifically lawn care, with differing pay structures, I don't think I could pay somebody enough to get a quality person. And it's not because I'm being cheap, it's because that job is really not of tremendous value. Now, my lead technicians, the guys that you see in the videos, those guys are very well compensated, and there are a lot of perks as well. Hard work pays off. Hard work equates to good compensation, production, efficiency, customer service. All of these things also contribute to how much they're going to make. So again, this is just my thought on the matter. Obviously, you run your own business. You can do it however you want. And like I said, I'm talking primarily about residential pressure cleaning right now. I'm not talking about apartment communities because when we do those, I throw everybody at them. But again, it's still one man, one truck. And let me say it again, big profits. All right, so all of that because I saw some folks in my neighborhood pressure washing a driveway, one guy surface cleaning, two others just standing around watching. And hey, it doesn't really bother me. It just made me think, but it's not my company. I don't have to worry about their bottom line, just mine. But if you're willing to make less, to do less, have at it. It's just not in my DNA. Anyway, check out the first link in the comment section below for how to wash, and I hope you have a great day.